Happy Saturday, guys. I wasn't expecting to make this video at all, but watching LA Knight get distracted by Logan Paul after Elektra Lopez distracted the referee. Guys, why? Seriously, how many times? Please, dear WWE, please stop writing distractions into the scripts. This isn't Mission Impossible's disguise trope, which is kind of cool, especially when you get lost in the movie and bam, you're hit with a scene where like someone's, taking off their mask. This isn't, oh my God, you killed Kenny, you bastard, which is actually funny and creative. The WWE needs to know that their superstar wrestlers can't be doing this over and over again. And I know it's not going to stop. The inability of any of your superstars from being hyper aware of the distraction pandemic in the pro wrestling business should be of the utmost importance in any training. If they do defend themselves the way LA Knight did against Logan, then of course he's supposed to immediately turn to his opponent and be like, hey, referee, Logan's here. Hey, Elektra needs to go. She can't be here. This actually made me question why I'm even watching pro wrestling again, which I'll make a video about at some point. But that only lasted a few minutes. So no worries, because this isn't going to be me complaining about that. I'm actually making this video because yesterday's Friday night Smackdown was a lot of fun, for me at least. And LA Knight did win the match, so I was happy about that. Anyway, the show had a great start. And guys, this is my first time doing this, so just be patient with me. If you are going to keep watching, I really appreciate it. The Bloodline's opening promo is what made me want to do this. I got to be honest, guys. I really like Solo as the tribal chief. Listen, that we all refuse to acknowledge. Solo plays this role really well. I'm sold on this Bloodline. And of course, Roman Reigns is the real tribal chief. But I'm just saying that for this role, Solo, he's doing a really good job. And I think he can act. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've always wanted to say that. Okay, so Knight wins his match. Then Logan is backstage and he's stopped by Saxton. And because it's Logan, I take a bathroom break. Yeah, he can do his thing in the ring. Absolutely. I'm not denying that. But like the great one said, and yeah, I do watch him on YouTube. Like the great one said, it's just that Logan, the things that he's done, and he hasn't even repaid his victims from the CryptoZoo scam, And then he's suing CoffeeZilla. Come on, man. Not cool, Logan. But anyway, then Belair and Jade get into the ring. And I mean, these women they're just beautiful. And they get a few seconds on the mic. They call out the women's tag team champs. And I'm sorry, but if I'm in the audience, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to say something. I'm going to be rambunctious. And I get it, though. It is up to the wrestlers to get us pumped. But the crowd during the LA Knight fight, during this promo, they just don't seem really into it. And I'm not blaming them or anything like that. But, some cities just really know how to keep the vibe going or the energy, Yeah, if I'm going to be there and I put money into it, I'm going to have a good time, So Fire and Dawn attack from behind. They get a few good licks in until Belair gets Dawn out of the ring. And then Jade, a beautiful Jade, she tosses Fire over the freaking ropes. It's just like, ooh. She does that thing where she just poses. She looks great, man. It's freaking awesome. And y'all notice how Will Corey and Wade Barrett on commentary don't say anything about Fire and Dawn sneaking behind Belair and Jade until they actually start fighting. I just thought it was funny. No big deal. There's a short promo by the Street Profits and a guest appearance by Terrence Crawford, and I had no idea who this guy was. By this time, I don't even know who he is. So I'm sorry, okay? By the way, I'm from Chicago, so the Street Profits, their outfits, it just reminded me of the black Israelites that gather outside of train stations and they like yell at women for wearing tank tops. I'm not even joking. Like that actually happens. The Street Profits, the outfit that they were wearing, that's what it reminded me of. And then Tiffany Stratton and Nia get some camera time. They do a little promo in a locker room where Nia tells Tiffy, hey, I'm going to get you a new briefcase. It's got like green and pink tape on it because of the previous episode. And I did like that they kind of addressed that one time Tiffany wanted to cash in on Bailey because Nia tells her, you can cash in if you want, but then you're just going to lose it at SummerSlam because it's going to be me. So that was pretty cool. I like how they connected that. Then we get the gauntlet. And guys, again, I'll get better at this, right? I hear myself saying then. So we'll work on it, guys. We'll work on it. We get the gauntlet match going, and it was a lot of fun. Now, I don't like the idea of pros fighting in gauntlet matches, but this was pretty dope, and it's the first time I've ever seen it, by the way, okay? How long has it been around? Maybe a very long time. But guys, again, I'll make a video on my journey as a WWE fan from childhood to adulthood. Okay, so I'll get you guys that video if you'd like. Let me know in the comments. So, yeah, the gauntlet match happens, and it was really entertaining. It's really good. I can dislike the format, the idea of what the gauntlet is, but it was something to watch. I really enjoyed the performances. We first get Corbin and Cruz against Legado del Fantasma, and it was a good start. These guys are suicide diving, off the ropes, knee to the face, great-looking suplexes, body slams, all kinds of stuff. It was quick, and it set up an amazing match for Corbin and Cruz versus the Street Profits. And Cruz and Corbin, they do that one move where your teammate picks you up and you toss your teammate over the ropes to the opponents on the floor. That is awesome. That is awesome. I enjoyed it. And the bump taken by Cruz when Montez Ford does what the announcers called belly to backside suplex. That landing was not plan A, it was not plan B, it was not plan C, it wasn't plan Z. The dude folded like a chair. And he was okay. He seemed okay. These guys are sore in the morning, bro. Today, they are in so much pain. I hope they get the best treatment and that they're ready for the next matches. These guys worked. The Street Profits win, and then Pretty Deadly prances into the ring. And their entrance, I immediately thought of Mario Kart. I don't know why. And it was cool. Pretty Deadly. They deserve a musical. And again, in this match, Ford lifts Kit. And Wilson hits Ford with a knee chop. So as he's falling down, he's got Kit here. And he falls, and it looks like a pile driver, tombstone, DDT. And it looked so bad. I don't know if it was a bad landing. It probably was controlled. But as a viewer, I shivered, man. Like, and the announcers did a great job too. I mean, it looked brutal. Those are the moves that make me squirm. And Pretty Deadly loses. The OC comes out. California, here we come. California. You guys get that? If you do, let me know in the comments. What was I going to say? I was just singing. Oh, yeah. So by now, like the Street Profits are putting in work, and I'm thinking about their stamina. Like, wow, these guys, their endurance workouts have to be insane. How long do these guys have? How long have they been in the ring? Basically 4 full matches and like almost 10 matches on X, formerly known as Twitter, for like WWE Speed. I haven't watched any, by the way. I don't know if I ever will. There's a great suicide dive from Dawkins where he lands on the he lands on the OC and he hits his chest on the announcer's table, and the dude's just like, woo! That was amazing. And I just thought it was a great show, by the way, right? Like, it's obvious that I thought it was a great show. The OC loses and Bloodline comes in, and let's face it, we know who's going to win. And for the storyline, put the Bloodline in the beginning. Let us see them work throughout the whole match. But again, great job for the Street Profits. So there were somersaults, over the rope moves, more body slams, and I'll get better at the pro wrestling lingo as I continue doing these. If I continue doing these. By this time, I'm kind of exhausted, and I'm wondering, like, are the Street Profits okay? Like, they must be dehydrated. They could really use some Prime. I'm never going to drink Prime, guys. At least I don't think I will. Unless they sponsor me? Would I be a sellout? Anyway, Fatu wins it for the Bloodline. He does some type of thing where he's in the ring on the mat, jumps to the second rope, jumps to the third rope, then, like, what is it called? The moonsault when you do the reverse one? He does a moonsault on Montez, and then he does like the Samoan, is it Samoan drop, Samoan suplex? Guys, and this dude, the way he does it lifts you up, and why, like, he lifts you up, and then he doesn't wait for you to land on his shoulders. He kind of goes in the air while you're in the air and goes down, and it looks amazing, man. Jacob Fatu, for me to be introduced to him now and to go on YouTube and look at other stuff from, where was he in Japan? This is amazing. This is so entertaining. I love it. Guys, by the way, I grew up watching Spanish telenovelas with my mom. So watching wrestling telenovelas, I'm having such a good time. It's bringing me back to my childhood, man. And I'm having such a good time. I'm having such a good time. So Jacob Fatu, by the way, like, this guy is yelling. I know I'm kind of all over the place. This guy's yelling, like, my tribal chief, I love you, Solo. And he's so intimidating. He's so scary looking, man. He is doing such a good job. And I get it. Like, there's people that say, and the great one recently made a video. I mean, he made a video today where, he's talking about how SmackDown was better before. Personally, I don't know that. I don't doubt it. I know SmackDown was amazing when I was a kid. Oof. Woo, woo. But it was fun. I really enjoyed yesterday's show. So the show continues on. By the way, the Bloodline wins. Bloodline wins. And it's after Jacob Fatu does the leap off the rope, and then he does his finisher that I was just talking about. And there's a promo by A-Town Down Under, right? A-Town Under. And a cameo from the boxer Terrence Crawford. And honestly, the WWE does a good job of introducing guests, because now I learn who he is. I learn he's a 2-time boxing champ, and he has a match on August 3rd. So I learned that. I'm probably not going to see it, but I'm sure it's going to be a great match. So they do this promo, and Austin Theory gets punched by Terrence, and his sell is so good. This guy said, if I'm selling this punch, I'm going to do it exactly the way people do when they actually get knocked out. I mean, this was textbook. Have you seen the guy getting knocked out on TikTok and looking like he caught the Holy Ghost type of sell? Bro was like this. He's like, it was funny. It was funny. And then Cody Rhodes starts his promo that was advertised as an exclusive interview, but it's literally just a monologue to B-roll and past events. I like Cody's work, though, so not complaining. Just, it wasn't an interview. And I like that we see so much of our undisputed champion. Dan Andrade's promo right after Cody's is actually an interview, and Andrade compares himself to Bronny James, which likely means Clutch Sports had a conversation with the WWE. I am not joking. I honestly would not be surprised. Main event is a tag match. It's Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax versus Bayley and Michin. Is that how it's Michin? Great match. I really like Tiffany folding Bailey between the third and second ropes in the corner. Honestly, the camera was in the right spot. And it made me think of Nia when she's like BBL Bailey a few Smackdown episodes ago. When you connect things like that from past episodes, which I know the WWE has always done, but when you do connect small things like that, and I don't think that was intentional. The shot was probably intentional, but Nia Jax saying BBL Bailey, no, maybe it was intentional. I don't know, but it made me think of that. It made me think of that. Just the way when Nia told Tiffany, you can cash in if you want today, but what's the point? You'll lose to me. It made me think of when Tiffany tried to cash in, and I was like, what the hell are you doing? You know? And I like those little details. And it's funny because I actually thought about Arrested Development. If you ever watch that show, severely underrated. And they would tell a joke on a later episode that would connect to a previous episode. And you just felt really good as a fan because you understood it. And so that's what it kind of did. Anyway, I'm ranting now. I made a comment on a Reddit post recently that I want to address. It's not important or anything, but someone had asked, what wrestler has no aura? And I actually put Tiffany Stratton. My bad. I hadn't seen enough of you, Stratton. And I guess I kind of did dislike when you didn't cash in the money. And since I didn't see enough of you, you know, I was just like, oh my God, this kind of WWE writing makes me sick. Just cash it in. Who cares? But I see why you wouldn't be able to cash it in. Then Nia gets involved and yeah, it's just my bad. You're really good at what you do. So Nia and Tiffany win this match. Tiffany is like holding her briefcase. And then there's a final promo by the Bloodline where Solo sits, you know, at the desk, and then he's got his homies in the back, and you got Jacob like this, bro. And guys, he's not like this, bro. This dude is doing this. He is getting reps in. Do this right now. Your shoulders, your back. I mean, you can get your entire back stretched with this. And that promo, you know, like, you know where to find me. I'm thinking SummerSlam, right? Roman Reigns. Kind of obvious, I guess. Or was it obvious? I don't know. I felt like Roman Reigns would go to SummerSlam. If SummerSlam is the summer WrestleMania, then they need to do it big, right? And Roman Reigns returning, that is going to be a crazy pop. Especially the way, just the history of Roman Reigns when he left the Shield and trying to figure out who he was going to be, and the boos and people disliking him and the babyface phase not working, and then becoming the tribal chief and everything just working so well. And now, if you thought that he was loved before, I mean, guys, does anyone dislike Roman Reigns now? I think it's going to be awesome. Overall, great show. I will make a video on my WWE journey as a fan. Now, if you're new to my channel, you should know that I'm going to upload political content, and I do lean left. That's not me apologizing or anything like that. But it's just to let you know, you may or may not want to subscribe to this channel. So just think about that. If you're watching this video, that's enough, and I appreciate you very much. My channel is new. It's a place for me to organize things I love, my thoughts, my opinion, and share it, because it's an opportunity to make a career out of it. And it's already things I do, right? So I'm going to be selective, but yeah, it's not going to be just this, just that. It's going to be a mixture of things, and maybe it's not the way to do it for the algorithm, but that's not really my concern right now. Again, if you're watching, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. Will I make a review of Raw this coming Monday? You know, I don't know, but just so you know, guys, I am an Attitude Era baby, okay? So yes, you probably are going to hear me say, back in the Attitude Era, you know what I mean? You might hear me say that, okay? With that said, I've spoken too much. Take care. If you want to see more, subscribe, comment, like the video, ask for a collaboration. I got to go and find another wrestling match so silly that it becomes part of one of those, if wrestling is fake, then explain this memes. You know what I mean? So anyways, peace.